What's going on, guys? Long time no see.
Yep. Culture
back.
Crooks podcast back in the house. Daniel D. Rod Rodriguez, Sasha the Guaylo, the White Devil, Palanikov in the house.
There we go.
We back from a new studio here at Jardín in Las Vegas, with the best dispensary.
Look at that Spanish accent over there.
Jardín.
Jardín.
You gotta roll the R when you say it.
There we go. Jardín here in Las Vegas, the best dispensary in Nevada. If you haven't been out here, it's a great experience. Not only a dispensary, but just so much more to it. There's a place here you can learn all about, the marijuana world, the cannabis industry. They educate. Not only do they have the best staff, the most knowledgeable people, but some of the best products money can buy. So not only do we have a great studio here in Las Vegas to now shoot some episodes, but at the same time, you guys can get some more insight into what the hell we've been up to, because it's been a minute.
Hey, who caught that fight? Y'all caught that fight?
What a fight.
Yo,
What a fight.
went out there and did my thing. UFC Iowa sold out.
Iowa,
that
that shit
Iowa.
was sold out. They had over 2 million on the gate.
Fans were wild out there, man.
We
It
thought
was
that.
the energy. It was an energy thing, you know.
Yeah.
So
The people of Iowa love a good fight.
shout out to them. You know, they probably helped get that KO, that third round KO.
The atmosphere was wild in there, dude. And this camp was an amazing camp. If you guys tracked our progress in our vlog, where we were in Mammoth for 2 weeks, in California, up in the mountains.
Yeah,
putting in
man.
that work.
I was all over the place for this fight. Back and forth from LA to Vegas to fucking Mammoth to, man, just
Huntington Beach.
yeah, Huntington Beach, just everywhere. Putting myself in the best position possible to have a great fight camp, man. And fucking sure enough, shit went my way. It went the way it was supposed to went.
It was perfect.
even better.
Yeah,
even better. I was already winning the fight. The KO was just like
Sugar on the
top, man.
cake,
Hell
cherry on
yeah.
top. Yeah, no, it was a crazy camp, bro. Not a lot of people know that on the last day in Mammoth,
This fool broke my finger.
he dislocated his finger on my head. Doesn't know how to close his fists. But I taught him.
Got a big old bean head.
I taught him how to close his fist, and he did it to Pons. So thanks to me and dislocating his finger on my head, that was an ugly thing. I thought I ended your fight, bro. I was so worried when I
That's
did
the
that.
first time that shit ever happened, dog. I was freaking
We've
out.
trained together for like so long.
This fool tried to fucking, so when it dislocated like
It was bad.
it was bad.
We'll
This
get
fool-
an image. We have an image. We'll post it on this episode.
Hey, I never seen a group of
finger like
fucking
that.
grown men just fucking panicking mode, like, oh fuck. We were like a bunch.
We didn't
of
know
little-
what to do.
We were
all
like a
just
bunch,
what the
like a
fuck
bunch
do
of
we do?
kids. Like, what the fuck do we do? Because after you try to put it back in place,
oh, man.
that's when we went full panic.
Yeah,
mode.
they were like, okay, let's try to put it back in place, and nobody really wanted to do it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. So I grabbed a towel, wrapped around his finger, and just tried to yank it as hard as I can. That shit didn't move.
First
I
thing
was
I
like,
did,
"No."
I was like, fuck, I need to smoke.
Yeah, smoke. And then luckily we're in such a small ass town that like the emergency hospital is like 3-minute drive away from where we were. And thankfully, like, I was so worried, bro. I thought you were gonna have to get surgery.
Dude, I thought the fight was over.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, like, because as soon as the doctor pulled it back in place, I was like,
Oh, I'm good.
that's cool.
Yeah,
All
the
right, cool.
recovery from it was pretty damn quick.
Nah, but I still couldn't, like, it's still a struggle to make a fist, but
Hey, it doesn't matter.
I made it work. You gotta
made
make
it
it work.
work. Exactly.
You gotta make
With
it. It's
that-
always something though. Every
Always.
single fucking fight camp, it's
always
always
something.
something, dude. Like last time I had like a torn pec. They're like, "Nah, you need surgery." I was like, "Nah, I'll make it work. I'll make it work."
I'll adapt to it. No,
Yeah.
and what was crazy, landing that 5-piece and then the 6 at the end to put him out, and then of course we have the imagery that
Hit him
came.
with the bing bop boom bop bam.
There we go. That's a highlight right there.
Hey, after the that was all I was saying in the because
In the
it's a
interview.
5-piece bing
Yeah.
bop boom bop bam, right?
Yeah, that's a 5-piece.
Yeah.
Makes the most sense, bro. In that full send interview, it's a cool fucking clip right there.
Yeah, man, fucking couldn't win any
Shout
better.
out full send.
Yeah,
Full
shout out to the homies. They're the homies.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, like I'm saying, man, fucking Iowa was dope. When the only bad thing about Iowa is the weed isn't legal.
Yeah, weed isn't legal. in
Weed ain't
Iowa.
legal, and we rolled up with hella weed.
Bro, there were people talking about us just cruising after the fight. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
heard,
was
I heard
blunts. But it was weird because in Iowa, like the cops be walking around on the street, like just wandering around. Like, what the fuck is
it
going
was
on? Why
it
these
was
fools
it was a little shady, but at the same time, Des Moines, Iowa was so like
Quiet, bro.
Quiet, yeah. It was
It was
empty.
like a ghost town on fucking.
Felt like a Resident Evil, you know, like
Yo,
no
but we-
zombie zone movies.
We still have fun though.
Yeah, it was a good time. You know, it was chill. But the best thing about it was everything was dialed in for D-Rod. His weight cut was perfect.
Oh man, easy as weight cut. You know,
Food.
shout out to Regenerate. They're a dope ass supplement company. You might want to look into that. They sent me over some products. USADA approved, WADA approved. You know, approved by the UFC, and I feel like that shit was a game changer, bro.
I mean, Buddy was under the needle for the first time, but putting all the good stuff in him, and he put in a good performance. You know.
Yeah.
So check him out.
Help with recovery. You know, they got a whole line of you know,
Products.
groundbreaking. You know, and shit, dude.
I'm sure.
It brought out the best version of me. It helped, you know. Well, it's an accumulation of stuff. Shout out to them for helping, though, you know.
For sure, and you guys have probably heard of products like NAD and stuff like that. That's kind of more hitting the market now. You know, it's along those lines of, you know, getting all the right supplements and vitamins in your body so that you can perform as an athlete. And you know, D-Rod was taking. It kept him on top. You know what I mean? Like it kept him consistent. When you're injecting stuff in your body, especially something like that, you want to make sure you're eating good, you're sleeping good, you're training good. So it put him all together. And honestly, this was one of the best camps I've seen him in. You know, we've had some really good ones in the past, but this one, obviously, with the performance that came from it. And then, like, you've been in camps and and people's corners. Like, sometimes, you know, shit happens, right? Like, oh, something can happen in the family. Something can happen physically to your body. Something can happen to you emotionally, like, throughout camps and even fight weeks. But, like, everything that could possibly go well for you that fight week went perfect. Nothing, like, was blocking your mind. You were just focused on the task.
The whole fight camp. It wasn't just
That's true.
Fight week, you know, and that's just a result of doing the work, you know, doing the work consistently. And the work is the actual work. You know, you got to fucking do the recovery shit too, you know.
Especially as we're getting older. Recovery is so important.
For real, you know, gotta.
Like when we were younger, we could do whatever, train
it's
multiple
a whole
times.
It's a whole process. There's a lot to it. People don't even understand it. The shit you put in your body, you know, getting the right sleep.
Sleep is so important, bro.
I sleep like a motherfucker.
He's a professional sleeper. If there's one thing that I wish I could
He'd be hella
accomplish,
jealous.
I'm like, I want to sleep that much.
All fight week, I was like 12 hours. 12 hours.
Insane, bro.
Yeah, just
insane. If I could get like 7, I'm like happy. You know what I mean? Like I'm in like the 6.5, 7. That's why I'm a napper, bro. You see me napping all the time.
Yeah, he'd be napping though.
Yeah, I try to get my hours because if I don't recover from training, then I'm gonna fucking.
If I try to take a nap, dog, I'm gonna sleep like 6 hours. Dude.
He gonna miss the whole training. Yeah.
Wake up like at 10 o'clock, like damn, what the fuck?
All this energy, and goes to the gym at midnight.
For real. Yeah. For real. But that's all it was though. Was smoke weed, train hard, recovery, and do that shit over and over and over. You know.
Yep, and it paid off, man. And I going into the fight itself, bro. Like, you know, you were doing what you do, piecing him up. And then what I liked most about this fight was the game plan started from day one. We were talking about how you're gonna defeat, what you need to do to beat this fool, and you did exactly that. Like, and it was so cool to see it, you know.
Yeah, it played out exactly how I thought it would, dude. I really be fucking. Meditating and fucking like
visualizing,
truly envisioning like
the outcome,
the result, and how I see the fight playing out. And fuck, dude,
it worked.
I saw myself stuffing all those takedowns. I knew he was gonna try to. I didn't think he was gonna try to go for that many takedowns, but that just goes to show they were trying to slow me down.
It was a strategy to wear you out. You know, and we also knew that. I was like, bro, he's gonna shoot. He comes from a smart gym. They're gonna try to use their strategy.
Everybody's gonna try to take me down, dog.
100%. They don't want to get hit with your jab. They don't want to get hit with your stuff. It's normal. But nah, bro, you fucking nailed it, bro. It was 10 out of 10 performance. Just a shame they didn't give you that bonus, which I thought was a bit of a bullshit call.
We're smoking on right here. Your Highness, this shit fire.
Yep. Was that a pre-roll? Infused pre-roll?
Yeah, we gonna spark another one in a little bit, but. Shit. Well, I'm trying to get back in there soon, man. I agreed to, you know, sometime around maybe late June, August. You know, I'm trying to get three fights in this year, so I'm on a little, you know.
Yeah, and it's perfect.
2 wins, right?
Yeah,
2 wins, you know.
Win streak.
Shit's been a roller coaster, dog, but I'm feeling good. You know, I feel like I'm back. You know, I feel like fucking everybody has that, bro. Everybody has like a little fucking little hiccup in the fucking, you know.
Hey, that's life, bro.
But
That's life.
I just had to stay strong, dog, and still believe like, yo, I'm still solid, bro.
Bro, but you gotta realize you're fighting the best in the world, and if
Yeah.
you lose to the best of the world, you're still fighting against other people coming up. You know, every fight is different, bro.
Look, man,
Everyone's
I'm fucking happy to be here, dog. You know, I'm happy to still fucking be in the game.
for sure.
Fucking 38 years old, still knocking motherfuckers out. You know what I mean? So I'm fucking, you know, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Just
So
keep doing what
I'm
you're
keep
doing.
on doing this shit. That shit was fucking felt amazing, dog. I haven't knocked somebody out since like 2021 or some shit like that. But
Hell yeah.
like I said, like I'm fighting the best fucking dudes in the world, and to be able to fucking, man, it's such a fucking confidence boost, dog, and is exactly what I fucking needed
Hell yeah,
with
dude.
everything else around.
Dude's
It's going.
39 professional fights.
Yeah,
Like-
true veteran, bro. And his record was like 30 and,
And
like
9.
8.
No, 30 and 9.
Well, now it's 30 and 9.
It was no 30 and 10. No, you put that 10 on him. And what was crazy, he was saying like, "Oh, nobody's ever like beaten my ass before. No one's ever finished me. Like if anything, like I would lose like a split decision." Like he literally said that in the interview.
He been knocked out of gang times though.
knocked down, but he came back and knocked those fools out and won the fight. Like his last two.
I think the Leech put him out now. Didn't
Was
Kevin Holland as well?
Oh yeah, Kevin Holland put him out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin Holland put him out. But like that's what he was saying. His words, not mine.
Yeah, my finish was dope though, dog. Right?
It was super
bam,
dope.
Bam, bam.
It was hook, 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 and then finish. That was nice, bro. It was
Man.
so nice. And it's
Yeah.
perfect because now that you just coming off of that, and then I have my fight announcement, this gets you right
Oh.
back into camp.
Oh, yo, shout out to my guy. Got to fight. Got to fight. You know,
Phil Hawes.
as you guys fighting Phil Halls and Dirty Boxing.
Mm-hmm.
That's tight. That's
Yeah,
tight.
it's gonna be fun in Miami.
I recently cornered a homie Jeff Craig for the last event, and dude, that shit's dope, bro.
Yeah,
That
it's
shit's
gonna be
dope. You saw
fun.
some of the videos, but shout out to Mike Perry, man. He fucking, you know, doing his thing ever since, you know. Fucking, he's doing his
Ex-opponent?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He got a I think he got like a tequila company now too.
Okay.
He got his own. I think it's Platinum Tequila. Shout out to him, man. He's fucking
Doing
cool
it.
ass dude. He's a
Mhm.
cool ass dude. But yeah, Dirty Boxing in Miami.
June 14th. So we're gonna
Oh,
be
shit.
out there.
Yeah, that's just coming up soon, bro.
Yep, we got 5 weeks.
5 weeks. 5 weeks.
Yep.
So,
So
obviously I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be back in the game too. I'm back. I'm back in fucking fight camp. You know, I'm just gonna, you know, I feel pretty good other than just my shin just got all fucked up. You know, fucking
got
but-
kicked.
yeah. That's calm. You know.
Part of the game, but he's
Yeah.
already been on his recovery, man. Last 2 days, he's really been putting in the work, literally.
So you fighting? When did you get the call for that?
Yesterday,
Just like yesterday.
like
huh?
confirmed yesterday. I kind of had an idea that it was coming when I was in Iowa, like talking to management and Full Send. Shout out to him again. He was actually
yeah.
the one that put it together. And then Dirty Boxing hit me up and we're like, Phil Hawes, and I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah, that's a good matchup.
I
That's a
think
good
so.
matchup for
Ex
you.
UFC,
Yeah.
you know, it'll be a good one. People know who he is, and it'll be interesting. I think it's a good fight for me, and
Do you
yeah.
have any? Does that go down as a boxing?
I think it's its own thing. It's its own. It's just like bare knuckle MMA is its own thing. Karate combat's its own thing, and I think dirty boxing will be its own thing. You know, so
Yeah, because you're allowed to elbow.
yeah, you can punch and elbow, and there's ground and pound.
Dope.
Yeah, so
Dope.
it should be pretty
Cool.
cool.
A little short, little.
Yeah, in the pocket.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, the terminology makes sense. Dirty boxing, you know,
Spinning elbows. and
spinning back
shit.
fists, spinning
Yeah.
elbows, stuff that I would like to do.
That's crazy. So,
Yeah.
what are the rules if you get like knocked down?
So I believe I'm not 100% sure, but if you get knocked down, like you can ground and pound, and then maybe it's for a time limit, and then if you don't get them out of there, I guess the ref will stand it back
It's
up.
kind of similar to
Karate combat, yeah,
stuff.
in that kind of situation. But from a lot of the fights I saw on the first card, whenever someone would get dropped, it would usually end because like they're obviously hurt. But I guess there is still a chance you can survive on that ground. But for the most part, yeah, it's boxing with elbows and spinning shit. So yeah, it looked cool when I watched it on. I remember watching the card and being like, "Fuck, I want to get on that," because the homie Jeff's on it. We found out about it in Mammoth. He got a short notice call up for it,
Yeah.
and he fought an ex-UFC guy and knocked him out. So that was cool. And just I tuned in obviously to watch the homie and saw the other guys fighting and was like, man, I can see myself doing this. So a few months later, here we are. So yeah, getting ready for that. So that's gonna be something fun to keep in track. And then I'm gonna be hopping over to LA too, get some training in down in Huntington Beach with Tyler and Classic and Jeff, and then also with this fool, he got some pretty cool stuff up in the works. Why don't you share? Oh, he's trying to open this thing like a child.
I wish I could say I was going to a fucking Lakers game, dog, but
Well, too bad
Lakers
they got
wiped
eliminated.
out.
Yeah.
God damn it.
How about them Knicks though?
Good ass. That was a sick ass game the other day.
Yeah, bro. They beat the Celtics in Boston. That was.
Hey, but when we and him went to a Lakers game in L.A. and the Lakers whooped on them.
It wasn't a whooping, bro. We went to
Whooped on 'em.
overtime, bro. We went to overtime. You guys luckily caught us and fucking won. But nah, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. We're in the playoffs or not.
Nah, Jalen Brunson is fucking dope.
Bro, Brunson, I'm so impressed with that guy, bro. Like
Clutch player of the year.
Mr. Clutch.
Clutch
Yeah.
player of the year, bro.
What an award to get. What an award to get. Like
I'm Mr. Clutch.
I'm the guy who wins you games. You know,
That's
makes the
sick.
game winners.
Give him the ball.
You give him the ball. That's what you want in a team. And we got him for pretty much for free from Dallas. You know, Dallas fucked up by giving away him and Luka Doncic.
Damn, I can tell this one's gonna be good. We got the spiked flamingo 1 gram single diamond infused pre-roll.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's colorful.
Here at fucking Jardín.
That's dope. Yeah, that looks fire. Soon, this guy's gonna be slurring his speech. He ain't gonna know.
How
even
about
know
them
what's going
Dodgers
on.
though? How about them Dodgers?
Hey,
Hell
I
yeah.
like your jersey, the Otani. Maybe do a
Ohtani.
turnaround. Show them what you're wearing on the back.
Yo, they got that Japanese. Yo, this motherfucker was expensive. I bought that shit at the game.
That's
I
cool.
bought it at the game.
That's fire.
Yo, we gotta go to the game too.
Yeah, I want to go.
We
I've
gotta
never
go.
been to a
Since you gonna be in
Dodgers
town?
game.
You gonna be in town?
Yeah, we gotta go watch a game. Whenever you go, it always seems like you. Last time you were there, you watched the Otani fucking walk-off home run,
Oh yeah.
That shit's
Oh yeah, I
crazy.
went on fucking bobblehead night.
and you got a
Ohtani,
bobblehead.
yeah.
You got a bobblehead from Otani bobblehead, and he hit a walk-off home run to win the game. Like that's epic, bro. That's pretty dope.
That's what we do, man.
And then, so let's give a little more information on the walkout song,
Oh,
the drop, bro. You haven't even mentioned that
So-
yet. Mr. Rapper over here.
you know, right before, actually like a week or two before fight week, I went out to LA and one of my videographers, his cousin is a producer, and he's from the same area from the 626. We from the 626, and I had been following him for a while, and he actually is the producer of one of the biggest Latin rap stars, Latino rap stars in LA. His name's Lefty Gunplay, and he's like popping right now. He's that dude that was on that Kendrick Lamar song.
Yeah.
You know, he's like crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. So that fool like it's a small like circle of like dudes in the area that are like doing things and shit. You know, so like I was like, yo, he hit me up. I don't know what. Oh, I have. You know how I be fucking around here and there, and like I'll be on Instagram and I'll post like a little I started like posting like little stories of like just stupid raps and shit, and he hit me up and I was like, shit, I'm down to do some shit. What's up? You know, and we set that up and then I show up, and you had heard my shit before.
Because
like,
but you were writing that song when we were like driving to Phoenix.
yeah, so like
Remember?
over time I have so much fucking shit written down because I just be thinking about like fucking, you know, like rapping and shit all the time. So anyways, we ended up going up in there in the studio and I started spitting for this fool and he's like, yo, let's do this shit. You know, I'm like, let's do it. So I fucking sent it in to the UFC. I was like, yo, I'm down to fucking
Walk out to
my own
And you know
shit.
what was funny? Like, D-Rod came back from LA and he's like, fool, I just recorded a song. We played it. I was like, that's sick. And I was like, bro, you got to submit that to the UFC so you can walk out to that. And he's like, nah, fool, like, I don't think they're going to accept it. I was like, why not? You don't even say like one cuss word, which is also incredible. And it all rhymes and it like references the UFC and your career. I'm like, that's fucking sick, you know? And then he submitted it, and then, bro, it was so fucking funny because we're waiting, right? We're like standing by the curtain when we're about to walk out to the cage, waiting for the song to drop, without even knowing.
I'm expecting
Like
Ice Cube, check yourself. I was gonna come out to that if they didn't approve it because the thing was,
Did they have like a backup?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So he automatically assumed they weren't going to approve it, and then boom, his shit drops, and his face. He looks up, he turns around, he looks up to the crowd. He's like, "This is my song!" Like shouting to them and shit. Like he's so hyped, bro. He's
Real
so
shit.
hyped. Yeah.
As I was walking, I was like, I look back at these fools. We're like, oh fuck,
It's happening,
like,
dog.
oh,
Yeah,
shit, that's
shit.
just fucking crazy. So,
Yeah.
right when I started walking out, I'm just fucking lit, bro. I'm like fucking so
Rapping
happy.
and
I'm like, no fucking way, this shit's on right now, you know? And I'm like, with the crowd and shit. So I'm like already in a good ass fucking mood. I'm already
yeah,
like
the vibe
on top
is right.
I'm already on top of the world at that point.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
like walking out.
Yeah, so I had all the
Right.
fucking good energy going in there. And yeah, man, I'm fucking walking downtown. People like, yeah, it's my song. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, it was dope.
And fuck, dude, I got to rap my own fucking song walking into the UFC cage, dog. That shit fucking felt good.
Hell
Right
yeah.
when I walked in that motherfucker, I'm like, hell yeah. I mean,
was
as the
sick.
dude's like putting fucking
Vaseline
Vaseline on my face, I was like, hey, it's my song.
Hell yeah, dude. That's so cool. And you know, and obviously now that he's kind of got his foot into that, like he wants to keep that ball
I want to
rolling.
keep doing that shit, you
Hell
know. I haven't even really put it out there like that, like, you know, but I'm gonna start doing that shit, like, you know, I'm just gonna do
Bro,
it.
okay,
Just
so
gonna
like,
do it.
and I'm not just saying this because I'm obviously the homie, but like, when you hear like the new hip hop that comes out today, it's not so much like the verses are flowing with like a story like it used to be back in the day. Now it's more like key words, like spooky, hilarious, like stupid words that people are like, oh, they understand, but they're not truly listening to what the hell's going on. When you're rapping that song, it's a
It's
story.
like vibey mainstream music, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have like a solid fan base, and the raps are cool. It's real story shit. I feel like I have a lot to fucking.
Share.
I have a lot to say. You know what I mean? I've done it all. Fucking in jail, damn near my whole fucking
Half your life.
yeah, dog. And then to fucking putting in work in the fucking in the gym every single. I could talk all kinds of shit, dog. Motivational ass fucking raps and shit, like hustle shit, like on your grind every fucking day type shit, you know.
For sure.
And smoking hella smoke weed shit, all kinds of shit. I'm gonna rap about everything, dog.
But you know what's
everything in my
crazy,
life. I'm about
dog?
to rap about my life, beating the shit out of fools in the UFC, you know.
No, but look, you just mentioned motivating people. I mean, who was the guy that you were telling everyone at the airport that followed you on Instagram? And now what's gonna happen?
Yo, shit is just falling into place, man. It's just crazy how just within a couple days, like the just popularity that shit, you know, that shit got, and that was a sick ass fucking KO, you know, even regardless if it was me, if I saw that shit, I'm like, oh, that shit was hard, you know, and man, I forgot the fuck I was talking about. I got distracted.
No, what I said was, remember when you were in the airport?
Hey, it's a good ass joint, man.
No, when we were in the airport, and you were letting everybody know.
Oh, so fucking, I rarely fanboy. I've only fanboyed like maybe twice, 2-3 times, but fucking, I got a follow from Travis Barker. Fucking, so I was like, oh, that's just cool, you know. So I had posted that shit like on my close friends because I'm like, oh, fucking Travis Barker, you know, and yeah, my manager somehow got us into contact, and I'm gonna go fucking hang out, get a workout in with them.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's,
sick.
in
I'm
his
gonna
place.
I'm gonna film it.
Private stuff.
I'm gonna film it, and this guy's gonna hold pass for him, and who knows, maybe do some cool shit in the future.
Yeah, dog.
Because
Shit.
you have plans to open a gym.
Yeah.
That's
Yup.
gonna be cool.
Opening, it's already an established place, but I'm gonna just, you know,
Take it over.
under new management. You
Under
know?
new management.
And it's cool, you know. It's gonna be like my LA little home base, and I'm, you know.
And what are some of the things like that you would like to do through that, like use that gym for, and specifically for like the community?
Yeah, I mean, of course, like, you know, I got kids myself, you know, so it's gonna be heavy on the kids stuff and shit, and making like sure everyone's on the right path and shit. You know, that comes with, you know, having my own gym is like, you know, of course I'm gonna be so invested in a lot of these people coming in and shit, you know. So we both know that fucking, you know, it's like a brotherhood, it's like a family, especially like, you know, starting from the bottom, you know, and working your way up and shit, and just fucking, that's what it's all about, you know. Also, like, you know, start giving back to the community type shit, you know.
100%.
And fucking
Giving like scholarships to kids coming up and
yeah,
helping them with school and doing stuff like that, right?
programs, man.
Exactly.
Programs, little after school shit, anything we could do.
And they're gonna look up to you because they seen where you came from and the stuff you did, right? So
yeah,
they can
man, I
follow
feel
in
like
your path.
yeah, I'm ready to enter that fucking chapter in my life to, you know, own a gym and be fucking the head, you know, head honcho and shit, you know, make sure everything's running smooth and shit, and have also build a team. 'Cause I'm still in the game. I could build a team around me, and you know, just
100%.
you know, just fucking put in work every single day. Keep doing what the fuck I keep doing. You know, you just,
For sure.
it's just gonna be more in house. You know, but
Absolutely.
of course I'm always come back because there's a lot of work out here too. You know,
Vegas is the best, in my opinion, the best place to be because you just don't gotta sit in traffic.
So I think when like during when I'll definitely be out there more when I don't have something coming up. But you know, all the really good sparring partners are out here and shit. And of course, there's the UFC PI. You know, fucking tune me back up and shit. You know, and just
For sure.
and, you know what? I was having a conversation with Sean Strickland. And he was like mentioning like he was like, you know, it's like good shit, bro, you know. And he's like, who do you even train with? Cause this time around, like I didn't really do a lot of fucking like sparring, like heavy sparring like I normally do. And I was doing like a lot more of like technical stuff and shit, and then like conditioning stuff, and of course like I fucking run for days like Forrest Gump and shit, bro. But he was like, you know what? Some guys actually like do better in smaller fucking, you know, like gyms and shit, you know. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, dog, when I come out here, it's like of course the PI and shit, but also like to spar with you fools, you know. But when I go back home, I feel like and out here, since there's so many motherfuckers, it's hard to you don't get the attention as if you do when you fucking like as if I do when I got home. When I go home, I'm the fucking center of the fucking, you know, I'm the focus, you know. And sometimes I feel like it needs to be that way, you know, like, cause you know, to always like have like the right fucking dudes. You don't need a ton of motherfuckers.
You just need a guys that aren't gonna try to hurt you. Get good work.
Yeah, cause it could get real competitive out here, dog. Because there's a lot of ego in it.
Yeah, you could be coming up. You could be going up against another welterweight from another country who's just in town.
Exactly, and who might feel some type of way because I hit hard regardless. You know, even in sparring, like my shit, I don't mean to hit hard. It's just that's the way it connects. You know,
for sure.
And shit can escalate real quick. You know, and fucking injuries. You know, I gotta take care of these motherfucking hands, bro. You know.
No, for sure. I mean, at this point, we all know how to fight. It's just about being in shape and just being sharp.
100%. And for me, like the sparring this time around is just like the validation of like I'll show up here and like there and just fucking light shit up, you know. And I even fucking got really fucking good compliments from dudes in the camp. Even Sean was telling me, he's like, dude, it's not like there's like some dudes that fucking have that fucking that hard punch. And like he was telling me, he's like, he was being cool as fuck, dog. He was fucking. You know, he broke it down and shit, but some dudes actually do better when they, you know, like fucking, like it worked out perfect for me.
Well, you know, everybody's different. Yeah, everybody's different. Whatever works best.
And it's like you said, I already know how to fight, dog. It's a matter of fact if I'm fucking putting in the work.
Exactly.
You know, which I always do. So.
Yeah, there's not really much else you need to change because
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, bro.
100%.
You know, everybody was. I'm not gonna lie. The team was kind of stressing about me wrestling and shit because like they're like, oh, you need more wrestling, bro. You need more wrestling, bro. I fucking come fight night. I fucking get off me.
Yeah, no, I was even when we were like warming up in the back, like you felt fucking super strong, like stronger than you'd felt all camp. Yeah. Like I grappled you a bunch during camp.
You know, I noticed about myself, bro. I'm like one of those motherfuckers that rise to the occasion.
You show up, like you show up on the night.
come fight night, I'm like,
you perform
flip that motherfucking switch real quick, bro.
for sure.
You know?
No, for sure. Your game when it's the right time.
Like, let's go. Let's do this shit.
For sure. That's what it needs.
Cause ain't no motherfucking backing out at this motherfucking point, dog.
Nah.
You here, dog. Let's go. This shit's about to go down. Like
Oh, yeah.
you did everything. You went to the like, ain't no pussy out now.
Nah,
You know,
just
so
go take care of business.
So you either gotta rise to the occasion, like I think like fucking Mike Tyson had this one quote, like or some I don't know if it was Mike Tyson. I think it was a custom motto that like everybody kind of scared in a way, dog. You know, and there's motherfuckers that like cower when they get scared and shit, and there's motherfuckers that like
fight.
yeah that fucking like use that shit to like
It's fuel.
yeah. And
Fear. There's like two ways to look at it. Like if you're too calm in a fight, like composed, it can be a good thing because you're not like wasting it, but you're not gonna have that like kill. But when you're a little bit scared, you're gonna have that, like you said, you're either gonna be a little bitch or you're gonna jump to the occasion and fight for your life.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you get that little extra strength, bro, when you get put in that position, or you have that kind of, you're in that mindset of like, this motherfucker trying to kill me. It makes you that much stronger, like as a fucking man, dog. You know, like
100%. I felt it on fight night. Like, let me tell you, like I grabbed a single leg, I grabbed body lock. I was like, this is another man. You felt like 40% stronger. It's true, bro. And it's crazy that you talked a little bit about the visualization stuff, because I actually have never had that discussion with you outside of hearing this right here today. And I think a lot of athletes, I've read books about this shit, psychology. Like I've heard about athletes who've torn their ACL, been sitting, recovering for 8 months, and all they did was visualize themselves training, performing, and competing, and did it 3 times a day, daily, every single day, and then got out of that recovery, went to the Olympics, and won gold. And that's without any form of sparring, training, anything like it. So the mind is fucking powerful, bro.
Yeah,
and
dog.
And the ability to just visualize what you want
and
to
that's
happen.
all I visualize. That's why I don't even like, you know, I don't even really be watching tape on these dudes. Like we were sitting there literally
just before we're going out.
Right before we were about to go out, that's the first time I was paying attention, and I was like, okay, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do this. As I'm walking out, you know, but I'm like, okay, I got this shit, you know, like he fucking slow, I could see it, you know, and I feel like sometimes, bro, it works out for me better that way, because I've in the past I've watched a tape and I'm like, oh, I got this shit. So then I end up, So then I end up fucking off during training camp. I was like, yeah, you know. And then what was an easy fight turns out to be a fucking hard fight.
For sure. But
know?
I like how you did that, and we should do that going forward. You don't look at the tape until you get in the locker room about to fight them. Yeah. Keep doing it, dialed in, and fucking.
Yeah. So that way I'm not like. I'm expecting the best version of the motherfucker. I'm only thinking about what people are telling me. Oh, he's gonna be a good ass fucking. This is gonna be a war. The whole fight camp, everybody's like, oh yeah, he's a dog. He's gonna fucking come in. He's tough. He's fucking this and this and that. So I'm thinking like, oh shit, he tough. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so I get in a different mindset and I get more dedicated. And I'm like, okay, I should take this guy fucking serious. You know, I'm expecting the best version of that motherfucker, you know, because they know that I'm coming.
For sure.
You know,
100%.
they know I'm fucking coming, you know, and he's fucking probably preparing his motherfucking ass off and shit, you know. So I push myself to a higher limit, you know, and just expect the best version of that fool, and then come fight night, I just fucking
made it happen.
Yeah.
Fucking did what you did. So we got some fucking questions that the boys want to know. For D-Rod.
Yeah, so right before we shot this, we did a little post on Instagram stories. Any questions y'all want to ask us? We're gonna keep on doing that. You know, make sure you guys leave comments, ask questions in the comments. We'll get to those. Yeah, you know, fucking like, subscribe, all that shit. We're gonna stay more consistent with the show. I know we said that shit before.
We've said it every time.
Yeah, at our last location, shit didn't work out. You know, for whatever reasons, but you know, we got a solid home now here at Hadidin. You know, it's we on the same vibe and shit. It's all about, you know, we going back to smoking out on the show every single fucking time. You know, we gonna have guests. And this was just the intro, but
Hell yeah. So let's ask you this first question. I've never would have thought of this, but if you were to have any kind of superpower, all right, but it's like a useless superpower, what would it be? Like the most useless superpower, but what would that superpower be?
oh shit, fucking dude.
If you could have a superpower, but it had to be kind of useless.
It would be useless.
Yeah.
What
would it be?
Having like a huge ass cock, but I have erectile dysfunction. The superpower, but it's fucking useless, though.
That's true.
I don't know why the fuck I said that shit.
All right. Next question. What's the silliest reason you've ever gotten in trouble or missed an appointment?
Wait, what's your answer to that shit?
For me, what would my superpower be? Shit.
It's a tough question, though.
It is a tough question.
Like, that's a superpower. Can't use it.
Be able to hear other people's conversations, but not see who's talking.
Huh?
Like, so you can hear shit. Like, you can hear. You have like really good hearing, but you can't fucking see who's talking. You don't have that kind of power to see where it's coming from. So you're just fucking hearing people. That's useless.
Like a blind motherfucker?
I don't even fucking
Yeah,
know,
like
bro.
blind someone like.
I don't even want to be blind. I don't fucking know. If I could have a superpower, but it'd be kind of useless. I hate this fucking question. Fuck this question.
Shit, mine was funny. I don't give a fuck.
If you could be any mythical creature or animal, what would you be and why?
Mythical creature? Probably a fucking dragon, dog.
That's what I would say
If I
too.
could spit fire all day.
I would be
Bars.
a
Bars.
dragon too. If you had the choice to explore the ocean or space, which would you choose?
Probably fucking. I don't know, bro.
I would probably do ocean.
Yeah, if I could.
Because that shit's more like uncovered. But I have to make sure the technology is like good.
Yeah. That'd be the only way. I don't want to be like them Titanic motherfuckers.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
that thing that blew up. Those like rich people that went down there.
Yeah.
You don't want that. What futuristic invention do you wish existed right now that doesn't exist? Like if there was anything that you could have.
Well, who's asking these questions?
Random ass people.
Wait, what?
Random ass people. If you could have any kind of invention, like futuristic invention right now, what would it be?
Futuristic invention?
Yeah.
Like a time machine or some shit?
Yeah.
Time machine.
Time machine. I would be like flying cars. I know they're coming, but I've always wanted them fucking things. Or a hoverboard. Hoverboard.
Oh, shit. Mm-hmm. Probably like some fucking I don't know.
All right, 2 more questions.
Let's get us joint, bro.
What's an unusual skill or talent you wish you had?
Shit, man. I wish I could a skill or talent.
Yeah.
I wish I could play any instrument.
Play any instrument?
Yeah, I can't play instruments for shit. I suck.
Yeah, me too. I'm not very musically inclined. But I would probably go. I want to speak like all the languages.
Like I would want to play a guitar.
Yeah.
Sick.
Like a sick ass guitar player. Just shredding. Yeah. And last one from Jimmy. Why don't you get no bitches?
Oh, this mother. Jimmy don't get no bitches.
Jimmy don't get no bitches. Jimmy definitely don't.
Factual. That's fact. Big facts.
Big facts. But yeah, guys, those are some interesting questions. Definitely weren't expecting some of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said before, fucking, we're trying to be more consistent, but tune in, for more of the content that we'll be coming out with. Obviously here in Hardin.
Yeah, let's get a guest on next episode.
Yeah. How about you guys? Okay, we're in Las Vegas. For the people that tune in the show, throw some names out there. I know. D-Rod mentioned some names already.
I'll go look for him at the PI. I'll go to the gym. Like, hey, you want to go to the show?
Yeah, I mean, we've done it before, and people have said yes.
Yeah. Time to do it.
So it's time to seal it in.
The spot's cool.
Get someone else on the show and have a good conversation. But yeah, it was a good little update to get, you know, the perspective of the fight.
That was some good
week.
conversation.
Yeah, definitely. You're banging them out.
We went in.
Yeah,
we went in.
It's
today.
been a while, so we've obviously had some stuff to talk about. But yeah, man, we went on our little journey this year. Came out on top.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back in there, motherfucking late July or August. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, hopefully
my guy right here about to get back in there.
Take care of some business on June 14.
I'm high as hell. Shout out to motherfucking Hardin right here.
Yeah, Hardin. Shout out. Obviously, we are super appreciative of the opportunity to use the studio and get the work in here with the boys, and look forward to banging out more episodes and watching this grow.
Stay tuned.
Stay
tuned.
Like,
follow, subscribe, all that shit. Peace.
Peace.